Good morning, everyone. Thank you for taking the time out to attend this session and hopefully at the end a call to action for what can be done to support the industry to pull through materials that we recover. iQRenew, we are a group of people that run a leading circular economy recycling company. We're transforming how recyclable materials are processed. Through advanced sorting technologies and strategic partnerships, we create a more efficient recycling process and system that maximises the resource recovery and minimises the impact to our environment. We operate a number of primary and now secondary processing facilities, and the secondary processing facilities around soft plastic is really where we're going to spend the next few minutes talking about. This one first, SPEC. SPEC stands for Soft Plastic Engineered Commodity, just a play on an acronym and words. Very proud that late last year we stood up the first commercial soft plastics recycling and processing facility on the mid-north coast, just near Taree. The development of SPEC is about 5 years of determination and resilience with the team at iQ to separate that very complex household soft plastic into the streams that can be used by manufacturers in goods and services. I want to highlight the fact that it is the return to store, drop-off location, and more importantly, the bag and a bin curb your soft plastics. The soft plastics that we have at home, our bread bags, our chip packets, the everyday items that we're able to recover and transform into pellets and shred. A few of our values, traceability is at our core. We want to make sure that we're able to communicate and show what's actually happening with the material from the time that it's procured, either it's a drop-off location, a bag and a bin, which recovered at a material recovery facility. A QR code goes on it. It then gets transferred to our spec, where it then gets logged, goes through, and then when we create the different product types, it gets a code that we can then communicate that back to residents, local government, industry alike, so that they can take that information and attach that to the products and services that they're offering. We're an Australian business, we're local, it's a local company. We're also trying to support other Australian manufacturers with materials so that they can build their businesses onshore. Value for money, as we build out scale, then obviously the costs become more efficient. Right now we're very comparable to other recycled and virgin materials that are on the market. We are playing a positive environmental impact because we are diverting this material from landfill and our waterways and the land. There's some information that's now public, and I can speak about this. It's in an ACCC submission recently, but as of Anzac Day, the red cycle legacy material that was in WA, Queensland and New South Wales has actually been reprocessed at the Taree facility on the New South Wales coast, and that material is now being put into the circular economy for manufacturers to use. The buyback, which is the most important part. I love a prop. There's a couple of locally manufactured items on the chairs at the front there. And one at the moment that's very timely is the FOGO bin caddy, with it being mandated by 2030 for a national rollout of that. That particular bin caddy was manufactured here in Australia, and it was manufactured using 50% of the material that was sourced and provided as a pellet to the manufacturer here in country. So there's an incredible opportunity for local government to lean in through procurement and ask the question of their manufacturers, does their bin caddy contain recycled content? And if it doesn't, ask the question on how they can actually get that recycled content in it. We can be contacted at iQRenew to point people in the direction of who the suppliers are that are using that material. You reach out to Annika Stott, our Group Project Manager. Sorry guys. Short video.
Located on the mid-coast of New South Wales.
My name is Annika Stott and I'm iQRenew's Group Project Manager. We're here today at our SPEC facility. SPEC stands for Soft Plastic Engineered Commodity. This is Australia's largest purpose-built facility for processing post-consumer soft plastic waste. Come inside, let's take a closer look. This is our receival floor, where soft plastics like food wrappers, cling film and plastic bags arrive at the facility through collection programs such as Curb Cycle and Return to Store pilot programs. Once here, the material is lifted onto a conveyor belt and it begins its journey to be transformed. This is advanced mechanical recycling in action. The first step is sorting. Here, the soft plastics go through a number of stages to be sorted into different polymer types. We use magnets to extract metals from things like citrus fruit bags. Our optical sorters are trained to identify and separate materials based on their specific plastic types, such as LDPE, HDPE, and polypropylene. Materials with high chlorine content like PVC are extracted here. The material is then sorted into different streams, which gives us various grades of plastic. For example, over here, this clean and clear white fluffy stuff is purely LDPE. Next, the material is thoroughly washed and dried, and from here it can be extruded into flake or pellets ready for reuse. Our extruders process up to 750 kilos of resin pellets per hour, turning the sorted material into a new product, resin pellets, which can be used by injection molders, chemical recyclers, it can be blown back into film. The possibilities are endless. Let's have a look at the resin pellets. We produce three main products here at SPEC: shred, flake, and pellets. These can be purchased by manufacturers to create new products. Some of our recycled material is used immediately to create products like fence posts, buckets, bags, boards, grids, and so much more. The benefits of using recycled soft plastics are real. We are showcasing what is possible in soft plastic recycling. We're supporting Australian manufacturing and we're creating local jobs.
At iQRenew, we're leading the way in soft plastic recycling,
Making a real difference for our environment and our community.
Join us. The time for action is now. The three main products, as Annika highlighted in the video, that we produce from the sorted post-consumer soft plastics. In the top is the SPEC pellets. The resin pellets are similar to virgin pellets. You could not tell the difference at site and can be used for film blowing. The Kirby bag at the front is made using 80% recycled soft plastic, and some of that soft plastic was sourced from the SPEC. It can also be used for injection moulding, some intricate products that are up the front there, the baskets and the bin caddies. The SPEC flake can be used for extrusion moulding. Extrusion moulding is like bollards and fence posts, so bigger items. Some of those items, I imagine, are used at local government around parks and can play a role to be pulled through. And then the SPEC shred, the bottom one there, is a product that as you move up, you turn it into a flake and up into a pellet. There's other operators around Australia who have washing and pelletising capability for their own manufacturing goods. So those three products there are ready and available now, and they are a primary feedstock for any of the manufactured plastic products that we procure and use in our everyday lives around plastic here in Australia. Our QR code along through our process ensures that there's transparency and that you can communicate that it's authentic, what's happening with it. We're in the final stages of being GRS certified, so Global Recycling Standards, which is a global recognised standard, which means that the manufacturers will be able to apply that to their products when they procure the material from spec. Some items that can be made from products that we produce right now. The third one along is a construction pod, so expanded polystyrene foam that they use in the construction industry. That's made there of 50% of the spec material and 50% of recycled polypropylene. Boards, so 2,400 by 1,200 construction boards that potentially contractors for councils use, could be requested that they use recycled content in their boards. Fence posts, school chairs, stadium seating, park seating. The inserts for bottles are with some branded at the moment. Beg your pardon. Some trials are underway at the moment with actual packaging of non-food grade material like Dettol and toilet cleaners using the material from the spec. So that's really exciting. And I suppose our birth of what was possible was when we were picked out of a global search for scaling the recovery and the processing of soft plastics back in 2020 by Nestle. We partnered with several other organisations in the collection, the sortation of material that went on to make a recycled, packaged food grade wrapper. That's over the horizon chemical recycling, and we are providing material to North American and European chemical recyclers, meeting world's best standards for chemical feedstock for food grade packaging coming back into Australia. So domestically though, this is me asking you to reach out to your local council, your procurement teams, to ask the question for goods and services that your teams are procuring for your residents. Is there a recycled content option? If so, mandate that or give it extra credits for procurement. Thank you for your time.